It's day 30 of the podcast, and with the lamp and the eye and the spirit coming together in Proverbs 20:27 and Matthew 6:22 and 23, it's now possible for man to operate as God had always designed for him to operate at the creation. We begin to see that this lamp, this spirit, this eye is the original design. When Adam had stepped out of dependence to independence from God, he was left with just being a natural man, a physical man only, because he had died spiritually. He only had natural capacities to operate from in sin. And fallen man has only had those natural capacities to operate with ever since. We are born in sin. When we are made alive, once more, we have that lamp, which is the spirit, which is the eye, indwelling. Christ came so we could rise from that deadness of our sins, that deadness spiritually, to the resurrection life of the new creation, and once more be the creation as God had designed man to be. That we would once more have an eye to see what God was leading us to do, and we would once more have an ear to hear how God was speaking, and we could once more operate in that place of submission and dependence. But these two eyes now that we're born again, now that we don't just have a natural eye and a natural ear, but we have a spiritual eye and a spiritual ear to operate from, now that we are born again and alive to the Spirit, it is a learning to walk by the Spirit, because these two are going to be in conflict with each other. They don't automatically agree. And so over the next couple days, I'm going to tell a few stories. I'm going to give some examples of what it's like to begin to move to listening from this eye, or this ear and this eye, operating from this, rather than what we learned our whole life, the natural man, the natural eye, the natural hearing. So I'm going to give some examples, but here's the question I want you to consider. Kind of look back over your walk with the Lord so far, and I want you to consider this question. Have you ever experienced an internal conflict between your reasoning mind and what you sense is the voice of the Spirit?